So you received an invitation from your child's provider or school to do a developmental screening, and you're wondering what's it all about. Maybe you have questions about how your child is developing and are looking for more information on how a developmental screening can help. PT is here to answer some of these big questions. This presentation was originally created for Smart Beginnings Greater Harrisonburg to help parents throughout their area, and we received a lot of requests to make it broader, so here we are. So who is PT? PT is a statewide nonprofit whose passion is to empower families of children with disabilities. For over 40 years, we have served as Virginia's Parent Training and Information Center, and we provide resources and information families need to make informed decisions on navigating special education and disability service systems in Virginia. We help families throughout their child's educational journey, from birth to age 26. As the early childhood specialist, it is my privilege to present to you the importance of developmental screenings, what they are, and how to complete them. Since you may not be as familiar with some of the more technical terms, to get started, I wanted to go over a few of the words that might be confusing or unknown. Recognizing that children grow up in a wide variety of family settings with parents, grandparents, extended family members, and/or other adults caring for them, we use the word parent to refer to any adult caring for a child. When we use the term providers, we mean any professional who cares for and provides supervision to your child. It could be a pediatrician, family doctor, or specialist. It could be a daycare or childcare provider or your child's teacher, public or private preschool, childcare center, or in-home daycare. Basically, we're talking about any childcare, school, or medical professional who cares for your little one. There are specific areas of growth and development called domains. The major domains are physical motor, cognitive, language communication, social emotional, and adaptive and self-help. There can be overlap. I'm not going to get into the weeds on domains since that's a whole workshop within itself, but here's a quick overview. Physical is our gross and fine motor skills. It's how we learn to use our bodies. Cognitive is how we learn new things, problem solve, figure out how things work, and academics. Language and communication is how children express their needs and share what they are thinking. It also includes understanding what is said to them. Social emotional is how we connect with others, develop relationships, and manage emotions. And adaptive self-help development is related to age-appropriate life skills. Think feeding or dressing, for example. Because your child's first 5 years of life are so important, and parents are their child's first and most important teacher, your child's provider or school wants to help you provide the best start for your child. By using the developmental screening tool, it will help you and your child's provider or teacher provide better care and instruction for your little one. In this short video, we're going to talk about why developmental screenings are important, what ASQ is, how to complete the questionnaire, and what to do with the results. So children hitting milestones are exciting and proud moments. The first coo, the first time they roll over, the first steps. It's not uncommon to compare our kids with other kids. Sometimes we worry if we see or hear other kids hitting milestones before our own, maybe even comparing them with an older brother or sister. It's important to know that kids develop skills at different rates, and not meeting milestones at the same rate as other kids isn't always reason to worry. For example, some babies may take their first steps around 9 months, while others may be 15 months and some even later. So why do developmental screenings matter? Regular developmental screening is recommended for all children. Comprehensive developmental screening tools help parents and professionals open that discussion to talk about and build a picture of a child's development and abilities. Screenings can help identify your child's strengths or areas where your child may need more encouragement or support for growth, and they help you learn about skills your child may be learning in each new stage. It can be worrisome or heartbreaking to talk about if your child might have a delay. However, there are a number of reasons why you want to catch potential delays or disorders early and focus on the next steps to helping your child thrive in the early years. The developing brain is most capable of change during the first 5 years of life. 90% of our brain is developed by the age of 5. Think about that for a moment. 90% of our brain is developed before we enter kindergarten, which is often the first time some of us receive formal education. The quality of our early experiences matter, both positive and negative. They help shape how our brain develops, and they have a lasting impact on our relationships, learning, behavior, and health throughout our lifetime. Intervention, when provided earlier in life, is likely to be more effective and less costly. Acting early gives us a chance to receive appropriate interventions, and we're not trying to play catch up later. High-quality early intervention services, like those provided by Infant and Toddler Connection of Virginia, have been shown to positively impact outcomes across all developmental domains, changing a child's developmental trajectory and improving outcomes for our children, our families, and our communities. The whole family benefits by being able to better meet their child's needs and by feeling supported from an early age and throughout their entire lives. One of the most commonly used developmental screenings is the Ages and Stages Questionnaires, or ASQs. ASQs are comprehensive developmental screening tools for children birth through age 5. They are designed to look at key areas of development and identify children's strengths and any areas that might need more help or practice. They also help educate parents about typical child development. ASQ is strengths focused, and you will be asked to answer questions about some things your child can and cannot do. There are no right or wrong answers, and ASQ screenings are free and confidential through providers who offer them. ASQ will help keep track of and guide your child's growth and developmental progress during the early years, identifying and alerting you of any potential developmental delays and if they are at risk for delay. This early detection can make a difference for your child and you. As parents, you know your child best because you have expert knowledge about your child. Your involvement in developmental screening is important. The ASQs are simple to complete and only take about 15 minutes, and it's important to answer them honestly. If your child has already been identified with a delay or disability, screening is not needed. I also want to note, Ages and Stages questionnaires are designed for screening, not diagnosis. It's a quick check for children from birth through age 5. If your child is age 6 or older, you will want to discuss his or her development with your child's healthcare provider, your local school district, or your child's teacher. I don't want my child labeled. I'm worried if I'm honest that my child will be singled out. These are very common concerns, but screening can identify your child's strengths, new milestones to celebrate, and help determine if your child needs additional support. The great thing is that ASQ Screen is about what your child can do, and it keeps track of milestones as your child grows. Another benefit is that it helps catch potential delays early so that if your child does need extra support or follow-up, you can start interventions right away. Early detection and intervention are keys to long-term success and positive outcomes, and results are not shared with anyone other than your child's provider and you without your written consent. There are 2 ASQ developmental screenings to help you learn more about how your child learns, plays, and grows. You'll want to talk to your provider about which one they offer. Ages and Stages Questionnaires, 3rd edition, ASQ 3, is for children ages 1 month through 5.5 years, with 1 questionnaire for each age range. This one is the most popular. ASQ SE2 is available for children ages 1 month to 6 years and focuses on a child's social and emotional development in areas such as self-regulation and interaction with others. There are a total of 9 questionnaires and scoring sheets. Let's talk a little more about what each of them offer. So ASQ3 assesses 5 areas of development: communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, and personal social. There's also an overall section that asks you open-ended questions and gives you opportunities to indicate any specific concerns you may have. ASQ3 is not an autism screener. However, ASQ3 reliably picks up on delays associated with autism and identifies children who should receive further evaluation. ASQ SE2, the Ages and Stages Social Emotional, is available for children ages 1 month to 6 years old and focuses on a child's social and emotional development in areas such as self-regulation and interaction with others. This helps you think about your child's behavior and development in a meaningful way. You'll receive the link for ASQ SE2 once you complete the ASQ3 online questionnaire if your provider also provides it. To access the ASQ Online Developmental Screening Questionnaire, you'll need an access link. Parents can complete the online questionnaires via mobile phone, tablet, or computer. All children birth to age 5 may be screened using this online tool. You will just need to complete the questionnaire separately for each child. If you do not have access to a computer or smartphone and/or prefer a paper version, please let your participating provider know as they have copies available. To begin, you will need to enter your child's date of birth, weeks premature, read the agreement, and click the Submit button. The online questionnaire will be age appropriate based on your child's date of birth that you entered. We recommend that you try each activity on the questionnaire with your child before marking a response. You can make completing this questionnaire a game that is fun for both you and your child. Make sure your child is well rested and fed. I learned this the hard way. Once you enter demographic information and hit submit, you will want to click next to start the questionnaire. The layout may vary slightly depending on who is providing access, but they are generally similar. In the top corner, you will see the screening date and your child's date of birth. In the middle, you will see tabs for each of the areas of development and overall section. You will answer each of these questions with yes, sometimes, or not yet. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. There are 6 questions in each domain and 10 questions in overall. Completed questionnaires are scored and saved in the online system. Your responses are confidential and will not be shared with anyone other than the participating provider and you unless you provide written consent. Once you complete and submit the ASQ3 questionnaire, you may receive a link to the ASQ social emotional screening. If it's available, we encourage you to complete the ASQ SE as part 2 of the developmental screenings. It will take another 10 or 15 minutes. Don't have time to take part 2? Since you may not be able to go back later, it's important to go ahead and click the link to the ASQ SE screening and save it so you can come back. Also, before you leave the screen, check out a list of fun activities to do with your child by clicking the Print Additional Information link near the bottom of your screen. You will also have the opportunity to download activities focused on social emotional development once you complete Part 2 of the ASQ online screening. Wait, what about results? As a parent, we know you will be interested in learning about your child's development, and your child's provider or school will contact you to share the ASQ results. They can answer any questions you may have, provide other activities to do with your child to strengthen skills, and if your child may need additional support or you have concerns, they will provide you with information about community resources and referral options. These tools help you as parents discover your child's strengths and uncover any opportunities for growth. They will help you learn more about your child's development and what to expect at different age ranges. And they can help you feel more engaged and empowered to share your knowledge and expertise with your child's doctor, child care provider, and teachers. And also, they provide opportunities for you to discuss activities you can do and how to support your child in the early years. You are your child's first teacher, and you know your child better than anyone. As an active partner in your child's development, by completing the developmental screenings, you are helping your child get off to the best possible start. Finding delays as early as possible supports your child's healthy development and leads to better outcomes. Completing them accurately and honestly helps you make sure your child gets off to a great start. Here are a few resources we wanted to share with you to help you learn more about typical child development and tips on being involved. There are great checklists that you can review on Learn the Signs Act Early and 0 to 3 websites. Learn the Signs Act Early even has an app you can download to track progress. You still have questions? We're here to help. If you have any questions about the screening or you need help completing the questionnaire, talk to your child's provider or school. If you have questions about early intervention or special education services, contact PTSI at 1-800-869-6782 or email us at partners@ptsi.org. By all of us working together, we can help our youngest learners reach their fullest potential. Have a wonderful day.